Hello, everyone, and here is a short video because I do not have much time. I'm going to be posting this Friday morning, and you can watch it at your leisure. A little bit of news to get you caught up. I'm sure you guys have probably heard a couple of things, but I want to touch on some stuff. All right, first of all, the question that a lot of people are asking: Danville, are they in? Are they out? Well, there hasn't been an official announcement. However, there has been a statement made by the uh, the arena board chairwoman of the David S. Palmer Arena Board, Terry Gaffney. All right. And offered the statement. Basically, arena officials are waiting for Dasher's team owner, Barry Soskin, to sign the agreement for the Dashers 24-25 season. Um, and says Terry Gaffney, all terms have been agreed upon. She added also that Soskin has a coach hired. Now, Soskin and his legal team have been holding on to the contract for a while. I'm not sure. Perhaps he wanted to present it to the board of governors the last couple of days and talk about it. And it's like, what do you think? Do we go with this? Maybe that's what the holdup was. I'm not sure. But anyway, um, okay. So as far as negotiations and getting prepared, Gaffney said it's progressing. Ice will be ready in September and hockey games starting in October. So, in Gaffney's mind, in the arena board's mind, this is done. So, yes, we have Danville. We just don't have an official announcement yet. So, we're going to continue to wait for that. All right. The meetings, the Board of Governors meeting, or the annual meetings, they concluded today. So hopefully within the next couple of days or maybe within a week or so, we will hear the date of the expansion draft. Um, Hopefully, confirmation on Danville, and maybe some other teams will release their protected lists. Now, just to touch on this again, real quick, teams are not required to post their protected list. Now, they do compile their list and file it with the league. That's an internal website that all teams have access to, but it is not accessible to people like you and me. So, anyway, everything is filed for all the teams. It's just, we fans have no clue. Except for Binghamton and now Mississippi. Mississippi did release their list, and they named 11. A lot of people said, wait, Justin Barr is not on the list. Justin Barr is listed as an assistant coach, so he does not need to be protected. He can serve as a player coach. So, Mississippi opted to protect these 11: Jackson Bond, Philip Wong, Matt Stoya, Sam Turner, Hugo Koch, Blake Wayrick, uh, Lucas Helland, Justin Portillo, Kyle Russell, Austin Weber, and Dmitry Kuznetsov. So those 11 are not accessible to the expansion teams, or the teams participating in the expansion draft. Now, um, also, while I'm on Mississippi, I just want to clarify there for those of you who saw it. Yes, there was a, as Joe Pace calls it, a pucking around podcast done yesterday. It was actually recorded a few days ago, but it was released yesterday. And he and new team PR man John Clement talked about some of the things going on. Joe Pace did say something that was not correct. I just want to, not to pick on Joe, but just to offer clarity. He said that Hudson Valley's roster is going to be dispersed. That is not true. Um, Houston, uh, Houston, Hudson Valley's roster is Elmira's roster transferred over, and they have full protection of all their players since they were not one of the playoff teams last year as Elmira. So again, yes, no dispersal draft is going on this year. All right. Let's see other news before we get to the final piece and talk a little bit about some more expansion draft info. Brant Sherwood re-signed as head coach for the Binghamton Black Bears for another year. So that is official and done. Let's see. A couple of trades and Hudson Valley factors in all of them. First, this was actually completion of a trade that took place before the trade deadline in this last March, in which Nick Gullo got sent from Elmira to Motor City. Okay, to complete that trade, Motor City just sent Roman Gaudet to Hudson Valley. So that completes that trade. The other trade that took place was between Hudson Valley and the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Blue Ridge Bobcats send defenseman Blake Cudmore and forward Josh Newberg to Hudson Valley. Cudmore had 2 assists in 22 games played. He played with both Baton Rouge and Blue Ridge. Josh Newberg, over the course of last year, had 6 goals, 21 assists for 27 points. Going the other way from Hudson Valley to Blue Ridge is defenseman Tanner Coleman, who had he appeared in 8 games, had 1 assist, and the second pick in the expansion draft. So Hudson Valley's second pick goes to Blue Ridge. All right. So what we have now is, as we look at the list of teams, and looks like we've got 13 now. Which, yes, unbalanced schedule again. Keep your fingers crossed. Anyway, so that means we're looking at new teams being Athens and Danville, of course. So, in the expansion draft, Athens will get 12 picks. Danville will get 12 picks. Baton Rouge, 1 pick. They were going to have 2, but they traded their 1 pick to Blue Ridge to complete the deal that brought Matthias Tellstrom to the Zydeco. So now Blue Ridge has 4 picks. They have their own 2, plus they have 1 from Baton Rouge, 1 from Hudson Valley. Hudson Valley retains their 1 pick. So there you go. So that means there is a total of 28 players that will be drafted in the expansion draft from the 8 teams that made the playoffs. So if you do the math, that's 3.5 players per team that are going to be lost from Motor City, Carolina, Binghamton, Watertown, etc., etc. And they will be selected in the expansion draft by one of those 5 teams. So that is where we are at right now. And again, hopefully within the next few days, we get an announcement of the expansion draft is such and such a day. That's what we're looking for next. All right, so that gets us caught up on the news. Again, I apologize that I haven't been able to post stuff on Facebook. Crazy week, and Friday is also a crazy day. So I'm pre-recording this Thursday evening, and we'll post this very early Friday morning. Again, you can access it at your leisure. All right, and Saturday and Sunday we will have our usual YouTube videos. I believe I'm also going to do one on Monday as well. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Make sure you're following me on Facebook as well as here on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash. Catch you next time.